Hello everybody. We've had some pretty interesting price action the last couple days here, and we're at a pretty interesting point in price. So we have been eyeing this falling wedge here, right? We have two points we kind of look at, the top here and then one that connects to here, right? And we can see that both of those trend lines have really come into play here. And ultimately what I'm looking at is sort of this lower channel. So we can look at this entire range as a channel, which we'll do shortly here, but I also like looking at this lower channel here. You can see how key this area has been for resistance, right? And at this point right now, if we were to draw this out, let's just pull this back here for our whole range, we can see that the value area high is at the top of this channel along with an untapped weekly level. Okay, so in my opinion, what I see here is that if we were to have bullish continuation, I would say this is an extremely key area of resistance that if we were to pass, I would then look to, ultimately somewhere up here, right? Because these falling wedges, they're a bullish pattern, but it is possible that we see some degree of a fake out here where either at this point, we get our move down, or we get a move up here and then we get a retracement, right? So that's one key area. I want to we'll zoom in here for a moment. I want to look at where we are right now. So if we go down to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we're at the midpoint on this channel. Also the value area high of this lower range that we've been putting in here. And we're failing to get a closure above this daily that was put in over here, right? So we had a failed auction here, a rejection here, and as of right now, the 4-hour is continuing to reject from this zone. Now, if we were to reject from here, the first area of support would be the point of control, and then the second area would be this daily. And this daily level, in my opinion, is extremely key, and I will show you why. If we are to, let's just say, take this and draw it back this way, we can see that it held a support, failed auction, support, lost, resistance all in here, resistance here, and now we finally broke through. So what I would look for an invalidation of this bullish continuation is if we were to get a move down, lose the point of control, and lose about, the 19,600 area. This daily here can be used as reference. If we were to lose this, come down, flip it to resistance, then I would say it's fair game for us to get our move down that we've been looking for, and hopefully take out this low ultimately, like we've talked about for some time. And maybe in taking out that low, it would then give us the actual move up that we've been looking for, sort of a deviation of the range that we've been talking about for a very long time. So that would be my invalidation for bullish continuation. If we were to come down here, flip this to resistance and get a move down, that would be what I'd look for. On the other hand, if we were to find this zone and turn it to support, then it's likely we will, where is that here? It is likely that we would then take another run at this area. If we were to get a closure above here, flip it to support, then we'd get a move up. And the same could happen here. If we were to close the daily above here, that would be a good sign of strength, and we could potentially see some bullish continuation. But as of right now, this value area high and this daily are acting as resistance. Okay. And like I said, so ultimately our three key areas right now, number one, this value area high and this daily level, we're looking to get a move above it, gain acceptance here for then bullish continuation. Otherwise, we simply have a reversal here down to this daily level at 19,580. If we hold this area as support, then I don't see any reason why we wouldn't go for a retest here and possibly then have continuation up to this untapped weekly level, which is also the overall range value area high. If we were to lose this 19,600 area, then I absolutely would expect some degree of a move down at the very least to this untapped weekly level, and hopefully further to take out these lows like we've been talking about in the past. We'll take a brief look at ES1. Again, so we are at our sort of our resistance zone here. We came down to the midline of the channel. We can see that this channel has been massively respected. It's been so key, and we are at our resistance here. So one of two things can happen. We're either going to get our move up, get a closure above here for then continuation up to this daily, which was a very pivotal area here, 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 and here, right? I would look for something of that degree. If we were to get a closure above here, a significant closure, flip it to support, then this daily would be my next area of resistance. On the other hand, if we fail to hold this area, perhaps put in a period of consolidation here, then I would expect, you know, another move down, hopefully to this target that we had been watching previously, which is this untapped weekly level here, right? So we can see we have breaking out of the downtrend. This is a powerful move up. But we are at some degree of resistance, right? Some degree of resistance. We will take a brief look at DXY. So DXY is having that bigger retracement that we said could be on the table. Let's take a look at our, here it is. I believe this is the one, or is it this one? Yeah, so this was the fractal that we had been watching for some time. So if we perhaps go down to the 12-hour, we can just shift this over a little bit. We can see that the timeline has changed a little bit here. But you can see, you know, just how nicely this is really playing out, right? We were expecting to come down to this daily level, also the 618. So ultimately finding support in this zone for some degree of a retracement to give ES1, BTC, other assets some degree of relief. If we do hold this area as support, then I would expect at least another run at this weekly and eventually getting up to our key zone here, the 116 yearly that we have been watching for a very, very, very long time. Okay. And something to take note of here is that DXY on this entire move up, has, God, I wish I kept a copy of it. I don't have it, but I've back tested this this pump upwards, and every single retracement was either to the 382 or the 618. Okay. So because we're seeing a retracement to the 618, I would expect this area to hold. Now, here's the interesting part. If this does not hold, if this area does not hold, this zone here, and we do gain acceptance below and we start changing market structure, then we're looking at a different kind of retracement than we've ever seen since, I would say, since May of 2021 on DXY. Okay, DXY has maintained bullish market structure. Since then, it has put in higher highs and higher lows time and time again leading up to this point. So if this level is lost and we take out this low, we are looking at a bigger degree of a retracement, which could possibly lead to a larger rally on stocks and crypto. So that is something to keep in mind. This is a really important zone for DXY to find support if it is going to have some degree of continuation, at least make another attempt at this weekly and possibly get to this yearly level here that we've had our eye on for a very, very long time. And so that would come into play here with BTC as we sort of maybe consolidate here, possibly put in some lows, maybe form some bullish divergence. If we do get the reversal here, that may give BTC, time to get this leg up here, possibly to get this leg up here and then move up to this weekly for some degree of a bigger rejection, right? And what would that mean is that we had took the time to build up some liquidity, some longs that would then fuel some degree of a move down, which then I would expect, like I said, if we were to have continuation upwards, like I said, I was really looking for our swing failure to happen between now and this Friday, which is the 7th. And if we were to have continuation upwards, we are, losing time for that move down. I said we could go as late as, the 12th, 13th, something like that could be on the table, but past that I don't want to push it too much, and we would have to reevaluate some of our macro analysis. So ultimately what that would mean is that if we are going to get this move up, it does have to be fast, and the move down has to be faster, which we have seen BTC do in the past. So that'll be it for today. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the Discord. I am going to tomorrow when we do our live stream, I'm really going to dive in and look at our analysis on what we have here based on what BTC does today. I think it'll give us some answers as to whether or not we're going to have some degree of continuation or not, and see what tomorrow brings. We're going to look at what analysis we've been keeping an eye on, and then also other possibilities if we do see continuation up and, you know, having the move down maybe at a later time. So we'll look at some other possibilities as well starting tomorrow with the live stream.